Hey, if you're trying to buy an individual ticket in Richmond or Virginia Beach and you couldn't, you can now. So go to jimmydorecomedy.com. There's a link for tickets. If you're in Virginia Beach or Richmond, individual tickets now available. You can buy single tickets. Barack Obama gave a paid speech. This is from friend of the show, Matt Stoller. Barack Obama gave a paid speech at a corporate event in which he wished the United States had single-payer healthcare system. Former President Obama frustrated by slow progress on genomics. By the way, there's not going to be any jokes for this segment. Just going to be a continual. We're going to Andrew, I want you to put underneath this a rumbling laugh track, like living entrails as they gurgle down a molten river of despair. Okay, you can find that.
The laugh track from Full House.
So Barack Obama is upset about that the use of genomics.
Genomics.
Is that how you say it? Genomics?
I think so. Or maybe it has an economic thing.
It has to do with genes.
Yeah.
Hasn't yet reached its full potential. A frustration former President Barack Obama blames on the lumbering U.S. healthcare system. Boy, if only he knew somebody who could probably influence our healthcare system. Like if only we could
privatize it and make it more efficient.
Yeah, right? I've been frustrated. This is Barack Obama. I've been frustrated by the fact that we're still not maximizing even the data we currently have, Obama said Wednesday at a conference hosted by Illumina Inc. It's so close to Illuminati, isn't it? So close. Illumina Inc.
Well,
really?
In English. In Italian, it would be.
Yeah. The main company that makes machines that can read DNA.
Oh, so he's blowing smoke up their ass for a speaking fee. Is what this
Yes.
is. Yes. He's not frustrated at all. He's frustrated that I haven't been paid to speak on this before and pretend I even.
Obama blames the slow progress on the U.S. healthcare system, the one he designed.
Incentives?
With incentives that aren't always straightforward and reward clinicians for providing disease care rather than health care. Boy, he acts like he just discovered this problem, Barack Obama. This has been the problem in American healthcare since we invented it.
And I thought that if we didn't keep it in this nightmare private way we do it, they wouldn't have incentives to do all the things.
That's right. I thought that's right. To the extent progress has been slower than I would have hoped, has less to do with the particulars of precision medicine, but has more to do with the fact that we still have a big, creaky healthcare system that accounts for 1/6 of the U.S. economy.
Well, great job on that. It's creaky.
Creaky. Well, thanks for fucking, you had 8 years to do something about it.
Hey, thanks for showing the courage of Trump when he didn't do the thing he should.
Yeah. A non-employer-based single-payer healthcare system offers a smarter approach than the sprawling U.S. system, he said. Wow.
You know
again.
What? You know what? When I used to be for
These
him,
motherfuckers, man.
and I think about it.
Guy.
It's great. I used to be on his side. I'm like, guy's doing the best he can. Like pro wrestling, like they kept calling him a Muslim, and I was like, what? He President Droney over here is a Muslim? I'm like, that's not fair. Like I'm watching Hulk Hogan, I'm like, hey ref, the Iron Sheik just threw powder in his face because I'm an idiot wrestling fan. Like anyone else that would still believe in this, or any of the Muppets that we have running things.
One unified body makes reform much easier than having to contend with so many players and power dispersed everywhere, says Barack Obama. Guess what? Barack Obama rejected this very thing he says we need.
Oh, was he frustrated by himself doing that?
I think he was. I think he had a fight with his inner self.
What is my slow process?
Here it is. This is from 2009. From a speech. This is a quote from a speech Barack Obama made in June 2009. What are not legitimate concerns are those being put forward claiming a public option is somehow a Trojan horse for a single-payer system. I'll be honest. There are countries where a single-payer system may be working, but I believe, and I've even taken some flack from members of my own party for this belief, that it is important for us to build on our traditions here in the United States. So, yeah, our tradition of fucking over people who are sick and putting a profit motive behind healthcare. You mean that tradition?
Well,
yeah, that's what he wants to build on.
He probably doesn't believe it. He's just a lying scumbag.
Of course he's lying. He knows.
That's how you know he's not Muslim. He doesn't believe in anything.
He doesn't believe in anything.
Allah would have told him to do it.
So when you hear the naysayers claim that I'm trying to bring about government-run healthcare, know this: they are not telling the truth.
Yeah, they were way off on that.
They were. Turns out you were right. They were way
telling
off.
the truth there. They really don't know what they're talking
He's
about.
telling the truth. Between 2013 and 2019, premiums in the individual market more than doubled. And deductibles skyrocketed. Combining the average premium with the average deductible, last year a family of 4 not receiving a subsidy had to pay $25,000 out of pocket before they received any benefits from their health care plan.
How many of them, if you asked of those people, that probably a lot happening, would be like writing to Bill Burr, like, about socialism doesn't work? And I go, here's my $25,000 out of my pocket.
And there are people who defend this. There are people who are afraid to get rid of this system. They're saying, you don't want the government run. I want anybody running it besides these fuckers. How about let's try anybody else? I'll give it to the mafia. The mafia at least would take care of the people.
I advocate to give it to the mafia.
I would give it to the mafia.
I'm down for the mafia right now.
How you can be against anybody else running the healthcare than these people is beyond me.
By the way, it is one giant inefficient government-like system of monopoly. Like idiots. Like, at least with the government, you got a constitution you can fall back on.
Here's Barack Obama telling you he's about his health care plan back in 2000.
Is this before he spent the night in that haunted house and his hair turned all white the next day? Okay.
That's why any plan I sign must include an insurance exchange, a one-stop shopping marketplace where you can compare the benefits, costs, and track records of a variety of plans, including a public option to increase competition and keep insurance companies honest.
So he abandoned the public option. So we don't have anything that ensures competition or keeps insurance companies honest. We never had it. We don't have it. He knows we don't have it. He wasn't serious about the public option when he said it. He was lying. It's now 14 years later. We still don't have the public option. 14 years later. Joe Biden's been president now for 2 years. Doesn't even bring it up. He ran on it. None of the Democrats bring it up. None of the squad brings it up. AOC, Jamal Bowman, Ro Khanna. Nobody brings it up. Nobody brings up the single payer. Why? Because the Democratic Party, along with Bernie Sanders, serves the establishment. They don't serve you. They serve the establishment. And Bernie Sanders and the squad and any progressive that's in the Democratic Party who is elected is serving your enemies. They're not serving you. Bernie Sanders and the squad, the entire Democratic Party, is your enemy. You're going to have to fight them to get anything done.
And also, Trump is going to give. It's going to be terrific.
Trump is going to give everybody health care. He didn't give anybody health care.
Obama's the same as him. He don't have the balls to even fill his mom jeans, put it that way.
Yep. So there's Barack Obama. He's upset about that we don't have single payer, even though he was against it.
Well, maybe he'll make a eye-opening doc on Netflix with his production company.
So if you want to look what the face of evil looks like, that's what it looks like. It doesn't look like a devil. It looks sweet, and he talks well. And he makes you want to believe that's what the devil looks like. He did more evil. He deported almost twice as many Hispanics as Donald Trump, put more of them in cages than Donald Trump. That's who Barack Obama is. Barack Obama took us from 2 wars to 7. He dropped more bombs than George Bush. That's what it looks like. That's what the face of evil looks like. And most people walk around this country going, best president of my lifetime. Why? Because he didn't talk like a jackass.
Look how pleasant he looks.
That's right.
He was pretty handsome for a politician, handsome guy. Really, like he has that good air of like, I'm not one of these crazies. Yep. I totally was like, oh, I think this guy. I remember thinking that.
I voted for him. I know I was wrong. Barack Obama's entire cabinet came from Wall Street, from an email from Citigroup. Barack Obama got more money from Wall Street than his Republican opponent. Why do you think that is? That's so when the banks crashed, he would bail them out, make sure they got their bonuses, and then Barack Obama would kick 5.1 million families, not people, families out of their house and give those houses to those corrupt bankers that just created that situation. So that's who Barack Obama is. He's not a good guy. He's not a savior. He's not a good president. He was a horrible neoliberal crusher of black and brown and white people. That's who he was. And that's why people wouldn't vote for Hillary Clinton, because black people voted for this guy twice and their lives got way worse. That's why we got Donald Trump, not because of Russia and not because of racism, because the people who voted for him twice wouldn't vote for Hillary Clinton. Okay. Anything you want to add to that?
That you got to watch that Gore Vidal documentary because he talks about how he always keeps a JFK in his study to remind him never to fall for this.
Yeah.
Same thing. He's like,
and he fell for JFK.
Yeah,
I know.
Guy, he's a good man, and like he's got really interesting things about that I didn't know about because he knows all those people, and it's called United States of Amnesia, and he's saying all this stuff that is now because it's been the same the whole time.
The United States doesn't even take care of its own people. He's living proof of it. He had 8 years, couldn't give us health care.
I don't think we should legalize. Wouldn't even legalize marijuana.
Wouldn't even legalize marijuana. He exploded the prison population. His party did.
What's it? I'm changing his name to Guy Kamala.
We're doing stand-up comedy in Virginia Beach, Richmond, Virginia, Arlington, Virginia, San Jose, California, Miami, Florida, West Palm Beach, Denver, Palm Springs, Austin, Texas. Go to jimmydorecomedy.com for a link for all the tickets. And while you're there, join our premium program. You get to see my new stand-up special coming out.